Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z character. It is Vegeta. This is the 24,000 power level version. So this is pretty much a reissue, I would say. No, it's more like a redo of that figure. And there's the back of the box. Honestly, I'm not even quite sure whether it's a redo or reissue. So let's open it up and see what we have here. So inside, let me turn this down a little bit. You have a bunch of hands, 2, 4, 6 extra hands, 3 extra face plates, and then the figure with the scouter, and then also a set of cross arms. So let me open this up and show you guys the different faces first. So here's one of them. Comes with an earpiece. So this ear is removable, so they did it differently this time around. Instead of cupping it over the actual ear itself, they decided to do it this way. And so you will see a line right here and not on this side. So just something that's not really annoying, but you do notice it when you're messing with it. So see a line right here and one side without. And then here's the angry face. Nice, I like this a lot. I think this is new. I'm not quite sure, but I think that face is new, or a new facial expression. I mean, because they're all new, because they all don't have the earpiece now. And then here's the cross arm. That's different too, because I think most of them are cut right above the bicep, but this time around they decided to give you the whole shoulder section as well. So we just plug that in. And then let's take a look at the figure itself now. So we have Vegeta, and looking very menacing. And here's 360 of them. Let me just go and do that first. And then one thing I noticed is that how wide the shoulders are, but these things can be pushed in. But the thing is, when you push that in, it does hinder. These things won't even stay in the correct position if you try to push these arms inward a little bit, because the way they did the joint back here, you can see there's a huge piece right here. This is for the shoulder flap, the shoulder pad to articulate. So that way, I don't think they could get it any smaller, or they should have done it another way or something. Because right now it takes up a lot of real estate for the for Vegeta. So now his shoulder is kind of hindered by this piece right here. So if you want to give him any type of poses, this thing will have to come out, because it will need the room up front in order for him to do the poses, because back here they're just it just took up too much room here. I don't know what's the best part to do this. Maybe put it on the back side, because not a whole lot of people will look at the back side. But still, I mean, this is extremely big, so I think that's what causing a lot of problems with posability for Vegeta. And also it brings out his shoulder quite a bit more than he's supposed to have, I guess. Yeah, so did I already scratch this? Yeah, I think I already scratched some of these paint job. So if you push it all the way in, it's supposed to look like that, and it looks way more natural this way, how the shoulder lines up with the rest of the body. But then there's no way for you to push this shoulder pad over now, because it took up too much room. So you have to lower these arms down in order to get this piece to go over. And now you can see his shoulders sticking way further out than he actually has them in the show. So yeah, but still a very impressive figure nonetheless. And let's see, head, there's a ball hinge joint inside there, and then there's a ball joint on the base of the neck, and then the torso has a joint. I'm not sure what type of joint that is. Let's see if I could pull it apart. No, I cannot pull it apart, so I think it's a ball joint. No, it doesn't look like it doesn't feel like a ball joint in here though. I don't know what type of joint. It is a ball joint in there. So there's a ball joint chest, and then waist is it's a ball joint, but it's very it could, yeah, range of motion. That ball joint is very limited because how they cut the waist section of the armor. And then here are these hinges. You could go up and down all the way around, so that's good. And then there's a thigh swivel, double jointed knee. Oh, and the same thing for shoulders. There's a hinge joint right here, shoulder swivel, and then bicep swivel, and then double jointed elbows and ball hinge wrists. And then as far as the ankle is on a ball joint, and there's toes articulation as well. So yeah, it's very articulated as far as this figure is concerned. And let's see what poses I could give him. Man, I am not liking these shoulders here. So you could simply do the flying pose, because now his head could look up a little bit more. And let's see, and let's take the face plate off, this one. Okay, here's the face plate, and here's the scouter. The scouter is pegged in to the ear section right there. So now I'm gonna try to put the scouter onto the screaming head, and then put it back on him. You know what, before I do that, change out some of these hands as well. Damn it. I'm gonna change it off camera. Alright, so here I got Vegeta with the scouter and the screaming head. And here's looking at the power level of Gohan's. So yeah, and this looks fantastic. Look at that. Love this facial expression. It's really cool. I'm gonna switch out his hands as well, just so I could give him some other poses. So yeah, really cool. Gonna have to mess around with it a little bit. I think I am scratching up this shoulder section due to the shoulder pad being up here like this. So yeah, it is weird how if you pose him at all, his shoulder pad's gonna go up. And on the back of the box, they hit it pretty well though. They hit it pretty well, so you don't see it that much, but yeah, certain sections they hit it so you can't see it, like up here. Even this pose right here, they hit it with the arm so you can't see it, but any type of movement with his arm going up a little bit, yeah, you're gonna get this shoulder pad flying up here. Unless you lower those arms a little bit, and okay, I guess you can still do it that way. And that's a little bit better. Just need to mess with it a little bit before you, yeah, quite a bit actually. You have to mess with it quite a bit before you would get a really nice pose out of him. And let's see, as far as the, oh wow, as far as the cross arms, oh, I have to pull that section off. Let's see if I could do it. Might be let me take the faceplate off first. Okay. So, pulling the shoulder section completely off though. I think I prefer doing it the other way, where we pull the well, it was a little harder back then to pull the bicep section off. It's just yeah, it wasn't an easy thing to do. But now the shoulder, oh, you gotta really, yeah, make sure your hand's holding on to the spacer piece before you pull the arm out, because otherwise you'll risk pulling the whole thing out. And there's a ball joint. I know it's really hard to see. There's the ball joint that's attached to the bottom section, so you gotta be careful with that so you don't rip this thing completely out and damage the ball joint down here. So I would suggest using your finger holding top of the section before you pull it out. Okay, so this will go in, this will go in. Oh, I guess you can take this apart too. Okay, I didn't know. I thought it was one piece. So that makes things a little easier to push these arms in, I guess. No, not really. Oh god. You know what? I am gonna just place it there and not, because I think it's a pain to do this. I think I'm just gonna go like this and then hide it with the shoulder. Oh, it won't even hide it with the shoulder. What the hell, man? Okay, so when he did, oh yeah, with the cross arms, his shoulder pad's gonna stick up, unfortunately. So you can see how there's not enough room for the shoulder pad to come down all the way. So yeah, unfortunately that's how it's gonna look. That is a shame though. If you want, because I think a lot of people would like to do the cross arms for Vegeta, but now you cannot do it without having the shoulder pads be separated like this. So there's Vegeta right there. That's a good pose right there. But yeah, like I said, you're gonna see the gap no matter what with the cross arms. But that's a good pose though. Very nice. So let me give you a close up before I end this video. And that's you can see the scouter, really nice. The rest of the body. And let's turn them around. Yeah, because I don't think I would mind having the that articulation joint back here on the outside instead of the inside. But I mean, other people might complain that's going to be on the outside, but here it just messes with the articulation too much, and yeah, it moves the shoulder pads too much for it. But yeah, there you have it. There's Vegeta from SH Figuarts, and I really like this one. Vegeta, of course, is my favorite character. I think it's a lot of other people's favorite character. So yeah, there you go. And thanks for watching.